If you want to learn how to tint or mix your glaze, you have come to the right place. Hello, I'm Rosalia. Welcome to the Detalles.
Glaze is a translucent medium that modifies the color of the base coat when tinted. The purpose of the glazing medium is to dilute the paint, to increase transparency and extend the drying time of the paint.
I prefer to work with water glaze or latex glaze because it's non-toxic, it's odorless, and it's easy to clean.
You can get clear or tinted glaze from your local paint store. I prefer to mix my own with artist acrylic paints. This allows me to save money if I want to make more than one color glaze.
However, latex dries quickly, forcing you to work fast. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to be working and mixing just paint with the glaze before I give you the recipe later on.
I want you to see what happens with the paint. This is the glaze with just a little bit of paint. So when you don't have enough paint, you won't have a lot of contrast, and you can add more paint and make it darker. So if you want to make the glaze darker, you add more paint. If you want to make the glaze lighter, you add glaze or water. But I'm going to add right now more paint so you can see the difference. So this is with more paint, and just by applying it, you just see that the glaze has more paint on it. And I'm doing this so you can see the difference, and you are going to be able to adjust the glaze into your liking. Lighter, less paint; darker, more paint.
Now I'm going to show you what happens when I add water. And when you add a little bit of water to it, the glaze becomes easier to manipulate. It's softer. So, and when you add the water, that also dilutes the glaze, but it will dry faster when you add water to it.
This is with the water, and you can see it's a little bit lighter and it's translucent, even though I'm using the same glaze with the paint. And if you can see the difference here, it's a little bit lighter, but it moves easier.
In the case of this frame here, I use a really dark blue to it, but I wasn't happy with the color. I wanted to have darker and richer color. So after I add the blue to the glaze, I added black to it. So I'm going to show you, if you add a color to it, you can also get it darker. So, oops. It's messy working with paint. So that's why you always have to cover your things. So I'm going to show it to you.
This is it. So I'm just going to apply it here. And this is the difference. This is the one without glaze. The paint with two color paint here, and darker and lighter with different amounts of paint.
Glaze mixtures vary in ratio, but a good starting point will be 1 cup of glazing liquid to 1/4 of a cup of water and 1/8 of artist acrylic paint. But keep in mind that these recipes are not exact, and you may need to adjust them according to your project. You can create wonderful finishes with glaze. I hope you have found these tips helpful. Until next time, thanks for watching.